Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the RacingBet Preview. I'm your host Tim Geers, joined by Trent Crebbin. We're going to take you through another weekend of horse racing action. We're back at Ascot and Flemington this week, Trent, same as last week. We've just had a good result at Pinjarra to kind of build the bank towards the weekend. How's things over there? Where are you? Adelaide, Melbourne? I can't keep up.
Yeah, Adelaide at the moment. So we're away from Flemington, which is a shame because it's nice weather. But yeah, happy to be at the headquarters and Caulfield for the next couple of weeks. So hopefully good tracks, hopefully good betting, hopefully good results.
Is the cricket still going? That's another thing I can't keep up with.
It is. I think it's day-night test that they do in Adelaide, so a pretty good night to be out there, actually. But yeah,
you obviously haven't been going.
We're not focusing on cricket going. We're busy. We've got racing to follow.
Yeah, very good. Salient point. As I said, Ascot and Flemington, same as we were last weekend. How do you expect your track to play? Over here at Ascot, we'll be on a good 4. Rail moves to the 3 metre position. Actually been playing relatively fairly, which is good. Flemington?
Yeah, last week was fair enough. Probably a little bit hard to make ground, which is a bit of a shock for Flemington sometimes. It can be a bit of a swoopers track. But yeah, Flemington's always pretty good, so not expecting anything out of the ordinary.
All right, before we get into our best bets and best value bets for each meeting, we must point out that this episode is brought to you by betdeluxe.com.au, serious betting for serious punters. So if you are having a bet this weekend, jump on betdeluxe.com.au. We thank them for their support. Now, whatever you're watching us on live tonight, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, we're live on all 3. Make sure you like the respective pages. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. You'll never miss a moment when we go live or when we post something new. And do us a little favor if you're watching on Facebook and just like our page as well. All helps us keep going. Now, Trent, we'll be taking the viewers through our best bets and our best value bets. Could be a little bit of a short show tonight than what we're used to. We'll kick off with you at Flemington, and your best is going to come up in race number 6 on the card. You're with the toppy here, horse number 1, Blaze Jowski. He's currently $5 with Bet Deluxe, and I'll play his replay from last start over the top while you go through your points.
Yeah, so his last start was at Pakenham. He was second up there. Kind of got into an awkward spot, the grey horse, out the back. But the key with him here is that third up is when he really peaks. You can see him on the outside there, the grey horse. He works home quite well. I think he finishes 4th in the end. But third up is when he really peaks, as I said. He's got 4 starts, third up for 3 wins. He's got 5 starts at the track and distance for 2 wins in a second. Like I said, up to 1,400 metres is ideal. And he gets in quite well at the weights here, I thought, as well, after the claim for Josh Richards. 56.5 kilos for a horse that's won at this track and distance at Group 3 level, now in an open handicap. I thought he got in very well at the weights. So I think he's going to run the peak performance of this preparation, and I think that's good enough to win this race, and you're getting a good price about him. So keen to be with Blaze Jowski, race 6, number 1.
Does it worry you that he's 46 weeks between wins at all?
Look, I think he had a couple of issues towards the end of last prep. He did win only, not too long ago at the start of this year at 1,400 meters, and again when he was pretty much third up from a let up as well. So look, I'm not too worried about it. He hasn't had too many runs. He's just kind of been chipping away and working towards, but I think he's back on track this prep, and I think he's, like I said, he's ready to run the best race of this preparation for sure.
Yeah, nice little third up record there. Definitely catches my attention. Okay, we'll move over to Ascot and get through my best bet on the card before we find something at better odds for the punters. My best on the card, and it's a very, very competitive and tricky day's racing at Ascot. Nothing really jumped off the page to me, which can happen. It's one of these, it's a West Speed race day over here where basically we've got a 2-year-old race, a 3-year-old race, a 4-year-old mares race, a 4-year-old colts and geldings race that are all worth $125,000, and they're basically all West Speed races. So none of them have Bob Peters horses in them. So for basically, half of the card, we're going to have no Cerise and White runners. So it makes it very open and very competitive, and the markets kind of reflect that. But my best on the card, I'm going to make it race number 4. Now, this is the 3-year-old edition for the West Speed races. And look, the other thing is when you kind of manage 2 jockeys that are riding on the card, it can be difficult to, I suppose, pick out best bets without kind of creating a conflict of interest. But I think this is my best on the card. Race 4, number 10, the Velvet Queen. She's had 2 runs this preparation, and she's won both in really good style. Now, the margins haven't been big. She's only won both by about half a length, but it's the way that she's been doing it and the way that she's been I suppose, finishing off and getting her head in front. She's run the fastest final 400 of the meeting in both starts this prep, in both of those wins. Chris Parnham, he jumps off Safety Fuse, which has won its last two to keep the ride on the Velvet Queen. He's just going to need to produce a really good ride here from barrier 11, but I'll play the replay of her last start over the top while I go, and you can see her last in the red cap here. And he just rode her very, very patiently and then hooked her to the outside. It's only in a small field, but you can see here at about the 200, she's still got plenty of work to do. She's still last, and like I said, she reeled off the fastest final 400 metres of the meeting to get the job done. I don't think he's even hit her in the process of winning here. Just hands and heels to the line. So she's returning in really good fashion, and I think with any luck from barrier 11, look, we're going to be a long way back from that gate, but I think she's the best horse in the race, and I think she can win again. So race 4, number 10, the Velvet Queen, currently $3.20 will be my best of the day at Ascot. All right, something for the punters, Trent, and we're both tipping horses basically the same price as our value bets this weekend. We'll go to you first at Flemington. Race number 3, horse number 4, Blenheim Palace. His last run came in the Werribee Cup behind Starcaster.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was a decent effort there. He's only second up. He's had a couple of trainer changes since he's come to Australia. First up, he ran on a heavy 9 in the Dunkeld Cup, not the most glamorous of races, and just kind of battled away there. But last up, I thought he did a decent effort. He kind of tracked a hot speed set by a Starcaster who can go out at 1,000,000 miles an hour, get very keen. And he kind of loomed up as a bit of a threat in the top of the straight and then just kept grinding away to the line. They absolutely gapped 4th place there. Like, he should be ready to peak here or get close to a peak here, third up. And I just think he might be getting back to somewhere near his best form. He came over to Australia and took on some good races off some good overseas form. I think he had a narrow third to the likes of Buckhurst, that ran in the Caulfield Cup and was, a group class horse over in the UK. And he just didn't really ever show his best. So I think with the trainer change, he's had a lot of time to acclimatise now. Up to 2,600 metres is going to suit. And I just think, it's about $20 or so, $4.80 or so the place you're getting. I thought that was a good 1x3 kind of play for Blenheim Palace. So open race, but I was happy to be with him, like I said, on a 1x3 basis.
Okay, so that's race 3, number 4, currently $20 with betdeluxe.com.au. I'm also going for a staying race, which is unusual for me, especially in WA, because they can be absolute nightmares to bet into. But I'm really confident that this horse is ready to do something. This is race number 9 on the card. It's a 2,100 metre graduation handicap. And I'm with horse number 4, Crebbin, Heck McLaren, Joey as a party. I'll play this horse's replay in a second, but he's ready to do something, like I said. Now, he ran 4th last start, and I was going through back through his form the other day to kind of see what he does at this stage of his preparation. And I think he's had 3 starts at his 5th run back, or 2 starts at his 5th run back. The first one of those, he ran 3rd, beaten about a length and a half, and the second one of those, I think he ran 2nd. So it's about 4th or 5th up where he really starts to get into his groove and find his rhythm, which is only natural for a stayer getting up to that sort of trip and fitness base. But this was him last start at Ascot in a 66 plus 2,200 metre race. You can see him locked away on the rail in the purple cup and the purple cap and the orange colours. And this was behind Black Shadow, who then came out and won his next start in listed company, which was last weekend. He looks a live chance in the Perth Cup. You can see Crebbin getting into 4th here in those orange colours and the purple cap. And like I said, he's really starting to hit his straps. I don't think he got a whole lot of luck there. He was buried away on the inside at the top of the straight, and only, it was when he got clear that he started to hit the line. So I think that's a very good form reference, the Black Shadow form reference, like I said. And yeah, I think he's ready to do something, drawn well in barrier 7. You could certainly do worse at $20 or $21 with betdeluxe.com.au. So my best value bet of the day, race 9, number 4, Crebbin. Trent, any other thoughts on the card at Flemington while we're at it?
I thought the race just after the best of the day, sorry if I just get that up here, Flemington race number 7. I thought number 5, It's Our Time, around $3.20. He'd be my next best of the day. Won well first up down the straight. I think he just has to hold that to be winning here. So that'd be my other real confident bet of the day.
Very good. Now, the Premium Discord group, we've had some good results the last couple of days. Been seeing them well here in WA, and Trent's always good for 1 or 2 as well. So if you are interested in signing up, head to racingbet.com.au. You can head to the premium tips page and you can sign up for a free 7-day trial on either of the gold or the platinum packages. All the details are on the website in black and white there for you. So if you are interested in dipping your toe in, then make sure you sign up. And like I said, take advantage of that 7-day free trial. We've been putting out some good results in the last couple of days, and hopefully we carry that into the weekend and the festive period. We've got racing at Esperance in WA tomorrow. Trent, what have you got on the agenda?
We've got Moonee Valley tomorrow night as usual. Preview's already on the website for that one if you guys want to go and check it out now. But I'll quickly just go through the best. Was race 6, number 9, Poppy Joan, Jamie Carr, Mar Eustace, third up. Good map, 2,000
Did
meters.
it win last start?
Looks hard to beat. It didn't, Poppy Joan. It ran third. Kind of got squeezed out behind the ruck and got into an awkward spot. But I think with Carr going on here, it looks to get a nice map and should.
What race was it?
Here, so. It was somewhere. It was at Warrnambool over 2,000.
No. I mean tomorrow night. What race is it? Sorry.
Oh, tomorrow night's race 6, number 9.
Race 6, number
64.
9. I tipped this horse first up, I'm sure.
Over a mile. Was it Hamilton?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at Hamilton over a mile, and I wasn't too happy with the ride.
It was okay.
Okay. I thought it could have been ridden better.
It was probably just first start.
And it should have won last start.
A bit. Last start, it should have gone very close, and now it draws well. It
got beat 0. It got beat a nose. It should have won. If you want to go back and anyone paying attention, go back and watch the replay of Poppy Joan last start. He should have won.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so I think with Carr going on, and like I said, nice draw, she'll look very hard to beat. Still about it's backed in a little bit, but it was about $3 when I put on the preview this morning. So $3
$3 at the moment. I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm looking at $3.
There we go. That looks good.
All right, so that's Trent's best of the night at the Valley tomorrow night. Race 6, number 9, Poppy Joan. His full preview is already on the website, racingbet.com.au. I'll try and find something potentially from Esperance or elsewhere for the premium Discord group. Then we're into the weekend's racing, and then we should have Christmas off, I think. What have we got next week? There's no racing here on Christmas Eve on Friday, and obviously Christmas Day is Saturday, so we've got a 2-day block out in WA. I'm not sure what you've got, Trent.
Got Moonee Valley. I think Christmas Eve?
Could be.
Or just, yeah. I think it's racing Christmas Eve at the Valley, Christmas off, Boxing Day at Caulfield, New Year's Day at Flemington, which always has some good races on New Year's Day. So we'll hopefully
Perth Cup Day.
A couple of Perth Cup Day, yeah.
Perth Cup Day, New Year's Day.
About that.
Oh, please.
Isn't the favourites apparently not going to the Perth Cup? Is what I read. Midnight Blue in doubt.
They're struggling to get him there. He's got a hoof abscess. He had a stone bruise in his foot, so he's got a hoof abscess that still hasn't come out. He missed last weekend's run. Then he was going to trial, but he couldn't trial because he wasn't right yet. And the only other option for him to run before the Cup would be the ATA Stakes next Wednesday. But they're still saying that basically his foot hasn't burst yet. So he's in a race against time, Midnight Blue, for the Perth Cup. And given he's the favourite, yes, there'd be a little bit of concern about there, I think. And what'll be interesting is they're saying this will be Regal Power's last run of the campaign.
But if they don't have Midnight Blue to run in the Perth Cup, do you think that maybe they just send him there to win it anyway?
Maybe, but he would cop a fair whack of weight. He'd be carrying 60 kilos in a Perth Cup. And he'd probably still win.
Well, truly great carried 60 last year and just got
nutted by Nerf Boss.
Wasn't it? Yeah, that was a bit sick.
Yeah. So it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens with Truly Great. I think they'll put him in the paddock. He's too good.
Regal Power, yeah.
Send something like Pure Devotion there again, but I'm not sure it's good enough. So, yes, anyway, lots to play out. Now, I don't think we'll have a preview next Thursday night because, like I said, there's no racing over here on the Friday or the Saturday, and it won't be until basically Boxing Day on the Sunday that you have racing again. So probably no preview next Thursday night. We'll resume the following week, I think. All right, any other thoughts, Trent, before we sign off?
No, sounds good. Thanks everyone for listening in for almost the whole year, and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks.
Yep, well said, and good luck on the punt this weekend. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, and Merry Christmas and best of luck.